What happened in 1915? Anything cool?
This is World War One.
Yeah, we're kind of in like a time where people are getting like mustard gassed.
Nothing really cool happened. How's it going, everybody? I'm Dan.
And I'm Eddie.
We're the Deathless Dogs. Today we're coming at you with something a little bit different from our usual videos. What we're doing here today is something that has been going around online for a little bit now, where you take half Old Forester 1910, half Old Forester 1920, and you blend them and you get Old Forester 1915.
Dan's gonna make him a wild ass blenderoo.
Which is supposedly a superior product to either of these two on their own. And these are two of our favorite whiskeys, so I'm very interested to see if that really checks out. We've got two fresh bottles here of the 1910 and 1920 ready to go, so there's not going to be any variance in, like, you know, we had this one open for a while or whatever. They're both fresh.
And I believe you said it takes 2 weeks to make the blend official.
That's what they recommend, letting it sit for at least 2 weeks. That's what we'll do. In honor of this momentous occasion of our first blend of what is said to be one of the finer whiskeys in the world, we'll throw it to some guest bottle popping.
Fresh bottle poppin' for New Riff Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey from Total Wine and Spirits here in Madison.
One of these handy beakers will be able to let us measure this exactly. I will do the pour.
Preparing to pour 1910. That's 175 on the dot. Look at that.
That looks about right.
Yeah, I'm still shaking it out. Can't cheat the 1910.
I'm going to attempt to do this properly. I suck at putting stickers on stuff.
I'm great at putting stickers on stuff.
Are you really?
Well, have you seen my guitar case? You got this. I trust you, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Well done, sir. Everyone, round of applause.
And we even have the over the top. There it is. Old Forester 1915.
We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, it's been 2 weeks that this has been sitting in the bottle, getting to know each other. In the times I've been in here editing videos over the last 2 weeks, I've given it like a turn, you know, just flipped it upside down and back, like didn't shake it, but just gave it a little tilt. We'll break the old seal here.
Show that seal who's boss.
Just give it the twist. I don't want to fuck it up. I paid money for this. Seal. I guess it's fresh.
Fresh blenderoo.
Yeah.
A little wild-ass blenderoo pop here. I mean, a very typical Old Forester satisfying pop right there. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited about this because I like both the
Right.
1910 and the 1920.
And I go back and forth on which one I like more. So get in on the nose and see if the sum is greater than its parts.
Very classic Old Forester here. I'm talking like dark chocolate covered cherries most likely. Does that make any sense to you?
A lot of banana, though, too. That Forester banana. But super sweet.
Very oaky as well, though, and I think that's from the 1910.
I almost wonder if we should just put a little splash of 10 and 20. Just to nose difference. I'm going to smell the 10.
Smelling the 10.
Yeah, just that nice
Oakiness.
oaky. That's where that sweet cherry, oaky chocolate.
Yeah, there's like a chocolatiness, but there's also like almost like a coconutiness
Yeah.
to 1910.
Yeah, 20.
You get that caramelized bananas Foster, as you called it. More pecanish than, you know, any other type of nut. But
Yeah,
there's
not
still...
peanut. Like it's a tree nut, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to smell the 15 again. Yeah, you really...
It's a lovely blend. It's very pleasant.
Yeah,
It really is.
it works together very nicely. You're almost getting into like a if you like made some sort of amalgamation of Bananas Foster, Banana Split Sundae thing, where you've got the caramelized, sugary, nutty banana thing with the chocolate and cherry on top, creamy.
Maybe even a little bit of coconut.
Yeah,
shavings.
like I don't know if anybody makes anything like that, but
Maybe we need
you
to
need
start.
to holler if you do.
We've been doing a little bit of the top fives. Why don't we hit them with the top 5 desserts? I know you have them because
I
I've
have
got
to.
them.
I have to think. Well, yeah, you're way. Despite outward appearances, he's way more of a dessert guy than I am.
I'm a sucker for chocolate.
Yeah, and I'm not. I have to think about that. You go first.
Top 5 desserts of all time. Blondies. I've always loved them. Second, every now and again, on those rare occasions where you just happen to be driving by the right Culver's at the right time, flavor of the day, concrete mixer, chocolate overload, number 2. Number 3, the jumbo cookies at Festival when they're on sale for $1 a piece. For $1, they're like... Number 4, randomly enough, on cruise ships, they've got this thing called lava cake, and it's like those hot, heated up pudding cakes.
Well, it's not just on cruise ships.
Yeah, but on
It
cruise
exists.
ships, you can ask someone, though, to add peanut butter into that. So it's like a Reese's pudding chocolate cake.
On the inside?
On top of it, you just throw some peanut butter at that thing. You know, doing that, amazing. Game changer. Lastly, I just really like those pumpkin chocolatey breads. Like, I don't care if you call that a dessert or not. My mom makes it. Your mom makes it. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
My
Give
mom
me all
does
that.
not make it.
Your mom doesn't make that?
No.
She
doesn't.
never has.
No. All right. So if I have to think of 5, pumpkin pie. Love pumpkin pie. Also, I'm going to go with another pie. Key lime pie. Really enjoy
Ooh.
that. Here's one that's like seasonal, but the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
I remember you mentioned that.
This one could actually explain why I like bourbon and whiskey so much. Molasses cookies. Those soft, like... I love those. That's like my favorite cookie. You mentioning Culver's also makes me think of the caramel cashew sundae at Culver's.
Okay.
Where that's a great sundae. It's got the caramel with the salty cashews in there.
Again, kind of lending to your
Right.
need for bourbon and whatnot. Do you have top 5 desserts? Share them with us.
We should probably drink this.
Yeah, which one? I mean,
I think we jump in right on the 1915.
1915, because that is the point of this video.
Right.
We've been sidetracked. We're talking about desserts and such because of all of the aromas going on.
Right. I guess, yeah, what sent us down this rabbit hole is that this is a very desserty kind of lineup.
Absolutely.
And I think the 15 is the most desserty.
There is
smell.
a lot of sweet smells just flying out at us.
Smells great.
Clink 'em and drink 'em.
That one's going in waves.
We've kind of mentioned how each of the 1920 and the 1910 kind of has its own unique waves of flavor that come at you. The 1915 doesn't let up. Like, it's still going as I'm talking. As
Yeah.
I'm moving air through my mouth, it's just flavors are changing.
Yeah, my first impression was like, ooh, that char of the 1910 really came through. But then that like sugary sweet, I almost caught like a cotton candy kind of thing at one point.
When you were catching cotton candy, weirdly enough, I was almost like getting some sort of saltiness, like a salty nuttiness. Like, are you familiar with like pralines and cream ice cream?
Yeah.
You know how you get that vanilla along with like not quite the aspect of like the pecan pie vibe. Like, you're getting a little bit softer flavors.
Yeah.
A little bit softer
yeah.
texture.
It does not taste like I thought it would when we originally blended it.
No.
I feel like it comes out being something different.
So, on our second review overall, we compared 1910 to being kind of like a smoked puppy chow. It's got a lot of those oaky flavors. It's double wooded, chocolatey, kind of like powdered sugary. 1920, we compared it to Bananas Foster's. Tree nuts, kind of like caramelized sugars, things of that nature. The 1915 kind of blends it all together, and I still kind of get a little bit of that powdered sugar. But what I'm getting a lot of is dark chocolate. I'm getting some fruitiness. Like there's some elements that kind of remind me a little bit of wine, but the mouthfeel is overall creamy. Like it's a heavy mouthfeel.
As you were talking, I was thinking, like, that last sip I took was powdered sugar. The fruity note, it's like it's not cherry or banana anymore.
Like it almost tastes like pineapple or something.
You know, that's funny you say that. This tastes kind of like 2020 birthday bourbon, which was like tropical.
Yeah, like a tropical fruitiness.
Yeah, how I said it's like it's not cherry or banana anymore. It's this other, it's like the 2020 birthday bourbon was. It has a similar kind of thing going for it.
There are certain notes of Old Forester that have always kind of came in as pineapple to me. And I think it does give you a bit of that tropical fruit vibe, but it's skewed by that sweetness of like the powdered sugar.
Yeah.
That comes through with the 1910.
Are we talking almost a like pineapple upside down cake?
Perhaps. Like we're definitely talking baked goods. We're not going pina colada.
No. Because the pineapple upside down cake would have the powdered sugar, the pineapple ring with the cherry stuck in the middle of it.
Okay.
And the whole thing. Like, I feel like, we're kind of... I'm going to think about that and drink this again. Yeah, because I just had the 10, and I went back to the 15.
I'm going to do the same now.
And it's like a fruit bomb now.
And the 1920 also comes in with that punch.
That's providing you that north of 100 proof, nice, warm... Like, I'm warm as hell right now. Yeah. Drinking it. The first tastes I had of the 15 was kind of like... You're kind of trying to pin it down... Because, I don't know, like, I try not to have too many preconceived notions of what we'd be dealing with. But I drank so much of 1910 and 1920 that it's almost like my brain's trying to find those things. And really, it has turned into its own thing. It really does remind me of birthday bourbon. I wish I had some to side-by-side it with it to see how far off from that I am. Because I'm sure it would not be... exactly the same.
It's well-rounded. Dan, here's my question to you. $110 goes into making this blend. Would you blend it again?
Yeah, 100%. In volume, you're only getting 2 bottles of whiskey for $110. But in flavor, you're getting 3 bottles of whiskey for $110, if you think of it
and
like
you
that.
Could technically back-to-back just blend.
You certainly could if you wanted to just do 2 1915s. But I think... it's like you buy one of each, you do the blend, and then you've still got 1910 and 1920, which are awesome. And then you have 1915, which is also awesome.
At $110, I would absolutely blend this again. If you've blended this one, let us know what you thought of it. If you're getting into blending bourbons or whiskeys in general, give us your recipes. Maybe we'll try them. Likes, comments, shares... Fresh bottle popping videos. We need you guys to keep sending them in, and we'll keep pumping them out.
If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button on YouTube because we are here every Wednesday with a new video.
From the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
We do a guest bottle pop.
Do we have a guest bottle pop? P?
Yeah.
Guest bottle poppy?
Guest bottle.
P-A-P-I?
We'll do...